So I'm just taking a quick look at the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, specifically taking notes of effort and result. The effort being the amount of volume, the result being the movement of the price. So yeah, what have we got here? So on this 4-hour bar here, we have a large amount of effort. We've got an institutional footprint, institutional volume footprint rather, and this is essentially a doji candle, if you want to call it that. I don't know my candles, but you can see that there was basically an equal, what appears to be an equal amount of buying and selling pressure. However, the market still does close above the session volume profile and does go into a distribution, but it is not possible to call this a distribution at this stage, considering that the volume profile of the session volume profile shown here does provide support. We get another accumulation on top of the prior session volume profile in the area of the low volume nodes of the previous profile. Okay, so what have we here? And we'll just see how this trend line or support line lines up with the 4-hour simple moving average, basically perfectly. Interesting. Very interesting. So this large 4-hour candle we can call with on a very large low volume, large spread, we can call this ease of movement. Okay, fantastic. So I wonder, all right, now I'm lost in the chart. There we are. All right, so interestingly enough, okay, so this candle here, we can see that there is basically no demand on this candle, and that is confirmed by the fact that it is held down by the simple moving average. We have a large amount of effort that results in price essentially distributing. In fact, I'll look through this area and we can see a large volume signature here, institutional volume signature, increasing volume. And essentially price goes down on an increasing volume signature. We get to okay, so we have a huge amount of, well, comparatively a large amount of effort So what I find interesting is that when you go back, we have an increasing volume signature here. Let's try that again. We get an increasing volume signature, topping out at this high volume bar right here. So we can see the beginning of the distribution. In this area. Again, we get an increase in the volume signature. Through here. Another increase in the volume signature. So with each increase into the volume signature, the first one puts us straight into this area, which we can call now a U-tab, up thrust after distribution. Here we get an increase in the effort, but a failure to up thrust, which basically is a major sign of weakness. So the failure to up thrust is confirmed by the effort and result, essentially. The largest volume signature coming in during the New Zealand session, as the rest of the longs, institutional longs, basically exit their position. So an increase in the supply signature. Rather than not increase in the supply signature, we get a decrease of effort here as we move into a range. And towards the middle of the range, we get an increase in effort. Heavier selling comes in on a large volume bar. We get stopping action in another range. We come back and retest the top of that range, and that results in essentially the rest of the longs, a bit of a capitulation down here, and yeah. So I've shifted over to the wrong asset. So we can see that the consolidation in phase D of this distribution trading range occurs underneath the swing arm low of the reaccumulation trading range over here, which acts as a type of preliminary supply to this consolidation here, which essentially is now a backing up action of this reaccumulation trading range. So moving the trend lines to create a diagonal type trading range. I mean, I don't want to call that a head and shoulders pattern because that is not my, I don't trade chart patterns, as it were. But I think you would have to say, if anything, that the change of character occurred here. So an interesting looking range. See how fractal the market is in nature when we got a distribution preceding the current one that looks basically the same except a larger version. Pretty cool.